What's up, everybody? Global here. Today I wanted to talk about HOAs, or homeowners associations as they're normally called. And specifically, I just wanted to throw more fuel on the shit fire that is HOAs. It's already common knowledge how goofy most of this stuff can really get, but a lot of the time there's a lot of depraved and sad actions a lot of these HOAs take just to punish the members of their community. And at the same time, the people actually pay into these things. Sometimes I've seen it as high as $600 a month for an HOA membership. And those payments are already put on top of what is already pretty expensive rent and mortgage for these days. So the fact that these communities will punish their own members who pay into it for sometimes pretty minor stuff is just really outrageous. Now it starts with the light, simple stuff, like personally I know somebody who lives in an HOA neighborhood and he's just not allowed to work on his car at all. You have to take your car somewhere else to get it serviced. But at the same time, it's kind of ridiculous how you own that property and you're not allowed to work on your own stuff in your own driveway. I don't understand how working on your own stuff would affect the resale value of your house or make your neighbor's house look worse, but that's the only thing I can presume would be the reason why they wouldn't allow you to do that. Now, these people, they have a mortgage on the house, but they're just not allowed to work on their own car on their own property. Which, if you don't work on your own car really that much to begin with, it doesn't seem that bad. But it's just weird how people pay into something that takes away their own right to do whatever they feel like doing on their own property. Some of the stuff I got from Reddit, where one dude got fined $35 for having a potted tomato plant on his back porch. What the fuck? There have been a lot of instances of HOAs using things like drones to fly over people's properties, people standing over your fence to look into your backyard, and a lot of HOAs actually has a written clause that they are allowed to walk onto your property anytime to see if you're breaking any rules. Some of the stuff can even get so bad that, at least in my state, it is possible that if you don't pay any of your HOA fines or your HOA membership fees, they can actually foreclose on your house. And there are ranks in an HOA. Usually they have a president, secretary, stuff like that. And a lot of the time you do get people who commit fraud and embezzle from the actual HOA. Like, I know there was this one, for instance, in Florida where a man and his wife embezzled almost $400,000 from their HOA. So all those fees you pay into your neighborhood to make sure everybody follows the rules and whatnot could just end up in somebody else's pocket. Which is a good little scheme, an easy $400,000. I might try that one day. And of course you get the more fucked up stuff, like for instance, this is also in Florida, a 70-year-old Vietnam vet who had a emotional support dog, which the VA did confirm was an emotional support dog, where his homeowners association did not want him to have the dog because it was 5 pounds over the limit. Keep in mind, he's a Vietnam vet with an emotional support dog. And one of the worst parts is let's say you find the house of your dreams, but if it's in an HOA neighborhood that isn't voluntary, you either live in that HOA and live by their rules, or you just can't get the house. Now, after that all being said, HOAs have spawned some of the funniest shit people have done to retaliate against them. Like, for instance, the man who had the idea to erect a 40-foot ham radio tower in his yard if his HOA ever got mad at him for putting up a trampoline, because legally you can't take down a ham radio station because of the Ham Radio Parity Act. But I imagine stuff like that is pretty few and far in between when the threat of losing your house is waved above your head. And some of these rules that the HOAs have in place are just downright dastardly. Some of them require your garage doors to be open during certain times of the day, and that is a requirement. And as a fellow schizophrenic myself, the last thing I'd want is to have an open and easy access way through my house, just because my HOA would require me to. Some HOAs require your blinds to be closed at all times, which is just stupid. I've even seen some examples where people are charged based on the guests they have using parking to stay the night. Sometimes $5 or $10. Then again, I did get that from someone on Reddit, so take that with a grain of cock. But at the end of the day, it is pretty ridiculous that all these rules are set in place to essentially limit what you can do to, most of the time, just keep property value of an entire neighborhood up. Which, if that is important to you, I guess I can see how that's a benefit. But at the end of the day, is property value really so important that you're going to take away your rights as a homeowner? The fun things in life, like getting a trampoline for your kids and all that stuff, just the fun stuff you can do with your own property, especially in today's economy where the prices of houses are just going up regardless, or, regardless of your neighbors doing oil changes on their car or whatnot. But yeah, that's just my 2 cents into it. And I know everybody already pretty much knows about the scumminess of HOAs, but I just got this brand new Blue Yeti mic, and of course I gotta make a video about hating something because I'm a hating ass bitch. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Let me know if you guys like this content, the future content, and I appreciate you guys' time. Take it easy.